Whoa! Welcome to another episode of
The Movie Men Podcast.
The Movie Men. What a wonderful show.
Well, some people think so.
I like it.
I do too.
And I mean, really, that's ultimately,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
And Aunt Smith. Aunt
so
Smith
welcome.
likes it too.
Yeah, Aunt Smith. Do you have an Aunt Smith? That doesn't make
No.
any sense. Aunt Smith?
No. Aunt Smith.
Is Smith a first name ever? Does anyone Smith?
No, but some people identify only by their last name. So, like
I'm going to name my
MacGyver
daughter
or-
Smith. Just
Okay,
to honor
it's breaking
you.
down the more we think about it, it's not working.
No. No, it's a thing. And I'm going to do it just to honor you, Pete.
That's the shout out for the show.
Yeah. So welcome to the show. Welcome to part 5 of something we've never done prior to now. For two reasons.
Yeah.
One, I mean, we just haven't. And B, we're still just guppies in the
Very
podcasting
much.
world.
We're learning as we
We
go.
are itty-bitty saplings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're doing a 5-part series where we watch all of the Skywalker saga movies in anticipation for a small, hardly heard of film coming this December called Star
Right.
Wars Episode 9: The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
We've done episodes 4, 5, 6, and 1.
Yep. And today we do episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones. And can I just say,
Yeah.
wait, wow, do we have any housekeeping? Not really. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter.
Yep.
Support us on Patreon.
Yep.
Patreon is a wicked deal. For $1 a month, $1 a month, which is like an eighth of a Disney Plus subscription.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's a way to support us and help us cover some of our overhead costs and a way for us to give the Patreon supporters bonus content and various levels of rewards.
Yeah, we run a show, a half an hour long show, approximately 4 times a month, sometimes 5. And it's exclusive to people who are supporting us on Patreon. So super worth it. Head on over, check that out. All of those links, of course, are posted down below. The only other piece of housekeeping, I would say, is spoilers ahoy. We're going to talk about this film like you've just sat and watched through it with us. So
We're gonna talk about it as if we were on the playground ruining it for our peers like we were in 2002.
yeah, 1990, whatever.
No, 2002.
No, I know that's when the film came out, but we've been chatting about movies on the playground since.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, you're right.
So, I feel. Can I just say, going into this,
Yeah.
I feel like my role in this episode
Okay.
is, when, like in the movies or a TV show, there's a kid that's getting bullied at school.
Yep.
And the older brother has to he shows up after class or after school to give the kid a ride or whatever in the sports car that there's no way the 17-year-old older brother has acquired, but whatever, we overlooked that.
Right. Yeah.
But he shows up and he either threatens or just stands there as a, kind of an intimidating authoritative figure, and or, depending on the show, kicks the ass of like the 12-year-olds that are, beaten up on their little. So anyways, I feel like that's me. I feel like Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones is going to need some defending. I don't know what your take on it is. But I do feel like maybe it's going to require some defending, and I would just like to say that I am here to defend it.
Well, I'm glad you're here to defend it.
Carry on, good sir.
Because I'm going to attack it. I'm actually in agreement that I enjoy it and I defend it.
Yeah.
But I would agree that it's kind of a microcosm of all the prequels that just everyone hates on it and the prequels. And
it's divisive.
Yeah.
It definitely, I don't know if it's equally as divisive as the Phantom Menace, but for a much different reason. Phantom Menace is divisive Mostly, I feel like because of Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Now, we get a lot less Jar Jar in this one.
Right.
But we get a pretty heavily themed romance story. And so that, I think, is what, I would say Revenge of the Stiff. Revenge of the Stiff. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I was sick today. Anyways, Revenge of the Sith is, I would say, also divisive, but I would say not as divisive. I would say there's a lot of people who still don't like any of the prequels, but I would say there's a lot of people who didn't like episode 1 or 2 and came around when it came to Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I feel like there's personally more hate towards Phantom Menace, is my perception, than Attack of the Clones.
Quite possibly.
But there are people who hate it, and there are people who poke holes in the whole romantic storyline that's in Attack of the Clones. And I'll admit there's some flaws, but
but I'm ready to defend those flaws. I'm ready to. I hope you've written some of those flaws down. Because I watched this last night. I wanted it to be as fresh as possible.
Fresh, right.
And so, so I was paying close attention to some of those things. I was paying close attention to things that I thought, you know what? No. Yes, this is divisive, but I feel like it's justified. And then I was also paying attention to things where I thought to myself, that rubs me kind of the wrong way. But I will also say anything that I thought rubbed me the wrong way, I also I thought to myself, well, would I remove this? Right. How would I do this differently? And every time I thought, you know what? The moments that rubbed me the wrong way were also the moments that, they were all moments that made me laugh. Right. That were supposed to make me laugh. They were all comedy moments. They were supposed to make me laugh. They were kind of plot holy, but I was like, whatever. It is what it is. So, So
how should we get into? Will we just go through chronologically, or just
what is your experience with this film? The first time, reach back.
Sure.
You saw it in the theater.
So I totally saw it in the theater.
Okay.
I didn't see it 3 to 4 times like I did Phantom Menace.
Right. I only saw this one once in the theater.
Okay. Fair. I'm going to do a little throwback to a previous Star Wars episode in the series, and if the audience hasn't listened, go back and check it out, when we had Blue Jay's dad on the show.
Yeah.
And he brought up his point of just life on the playground of kids talking about either the previous Star Wars or the one upcoming and what they thought was going to happen and stuff like that. My specific memories of the kids on the playground were they saw it before I did. And just the only walkaway that I remember is them just the euphoria and the excitement of the Yoda lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
Just totally just vibrant, he's just this green blur that's just flipping around, and they said it was the craziest thing they ever saw.
So let's talk about
and even
that
though
scene.
they told me about it, even though it wasn't a surprise in the movie, I still had goosebumps when it happened.
Sure. So let's talk about that scene. As previously mentioned, I'm pretty sure, I'm 99%, so when Phantom Menace came out,
right,
I was 7.
Okay.
A little young.
Sure.
To, a lot of people are hesitant to take a 7-year-old to the theater.
Oh, for sure.
They don't have the attention span to sit there for 2.5 hours.
Right. And of note, the Attack of the Clones, I know you weren't 7 at the time, but it was the longest of the Star Wars films. So it's a long time to have a 7-year-old sitting down. True.
Yeah.
Of that point.
So
it's a true point.
But by the time Attack of the Clones came out, I was 10 or 11.
Right.
And I was old enough to go.
Sure.
And didn't go with a parent. I think I went with we were sort of dropped off, picked up type of thing with a friend.
Oh, wow.
And I saw it. I saw it once. And I can tell you pretty much exactly where I sat in the theater.
Oh, wow.
And I can tell you that I don't remember anything from that experience except for Yoda fighting with Dooku.
Right. Yeah.
I remember that so vividly. I remember like I can close my eyes and I'm in that moment again. It's one of those really, really vivid memories.
Yes.
Yeah. Because up until this point, Yoda is this frail, hobbles around with a cane.
Yep.
Old,
the glory days have gone by. Like they're
decrepit. Yeah. And especially in Empire and Return of the Jedi, but even, I mean, all of the exposure that we've had with him through Phantom Menace still kind of suggests that he's this older, like there's the cane.
Sure.
He's got gray hair. He's
hobbling around.
Yes, he's 900 years old in Empire, but that means that he's still 800 and, 875 in this one, right?
Sure.
He's an old guy.
He's still old, yeah.
Yeah, and so I just remember it already being a wicked scene for three reasons. There are three if you're a Star Wars person.
Yeah.
And you'd been following Star Wars, this scene is amazing for three reasons. Because this is the first time we've seen a lightsaber with a curved hilt.
Oh, yes.
Right? Count Dooku's got a curved lightsaber.
And like all the prequels are redefining the villain's lightsabers. Like previous episode had a dual lightsaber.
The curved, which had at the time, they had referenced a dual lightsaber in a Star Wars novel about 3 years before Phantom Menace. But unless you read the novels, unless you were caught up on all that extended universe stuff, you wouldn't know.
No.
And so, so curved lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen someone other than Darth Sidious use Force lightning.
Right.
So now we know, okay, this is a dark side power. This isn't necessarily exclusive to Sidious.
Right.
This is the first time we've seen someone dual wield lightsabers.
Right.
Right. Anakin has one in each hand, and it's brief. He doesn't maintain that for very long. But he does do it.
I don't know, like if it's truly an advantage. I mean, it depends on your training and what you're comfortable with. But that's a side point.
But most importantly, Yoda hobbles in.
Yeah.
He has a little bit of a force duel, right? He
kind of like a dueling banjos.
He catches some force lightning and kind of like flings it back, which was badass and cool.
It's it totally was, yeah.
But more importantly, Dooku says, it's clear that this competition cannot be settled by our knowledge of the Force.
Yeah.
But with our skills of a lightsaber, with the lightsaber.
Right.
Our swordsman skills.
And that's when the hairs on the back of your neck just start going
and it's
up.
This moment of like, wait, what? What do you
Yeah.
But Yoda doesn't, he can't. Yeah. And he pulls almost tosses. He just drops his cane.
Yes.
And you're like,
cane
what?
Drop, really. It's a cane drop.
What? And he pulls his robe aside. And you see a little miniature lightsaber hanging on his belt.
Probably no different than like the size of a pen in length. Anyway.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, this guy that up until this point has been this frail, decrepit creature, starts flipping around like nobody's damn business.
Yeah.
And I will never forget that moment in the theater of just like everything I knew was a lie. Like it was, it was like
not in
finding,
a bad way.
Well, no, not in a bad way. It was like finding out your parents, being 18 and finding out, your parents have actually been secret agents this whole time. What?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it wasn't like, oh, cool, that's an interesting way to go with this. It was like,
No.
this changes everything.
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This like we kind of alluded to it. Not just that he was old, but like his nature was just more of an educator or a wise elder in the Jedi community, as you call him, and that to see him in like this physical fight was just.
But I mean, and then you start thinking about it logically, and you go, okay, but this makes sense. He was a Jedi.
Oh yeah.
How did he? You don't get to be the highest up in the Jedi Order,
Sure,
without having been a Jedi and having done all the training and having the skills, mastering the skills necessary
to lean back on. Yeah, you got to lean on those skills from time to time.
That scene is phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
just incredible.
Can I tell you a different scene? If now,
sure,
keep talking unless we're not done with this. But
no,
there's
that's
another scene.
I mean,
we could go all day about this.
I'm very fluid, man.
So I'll tell you, and there's some scenes that I have problems with, so we'll get to those. But I want to tell you a scene that really just pinpoints why I love I don't love, but I appreciate the prequels in all in one scene. Okay? I'm going to paint you a mental picture. Okay. It's not that good of a mental picture, but it's a mental picture.
I will close my eyes and I will let you Bob Ross yourself all over my
all right, now canvas. Picture a little rat tail coming over Anakin's shoulder. Okay? Here we go. So this is possibly my top scene. For sure of Attack of the Clones, maybe the prequels. But on Tatooine, when Anakin's standing at the sunset and Padme comes out, and Anakin's about to leave to look for his mother. And the reason I love it is just everything is just culminates together in such a perfect way. Like the lighting, the angles that are shot, the shadows, and just even just with him walking off saying it won't be long. And really what hits the home run for that scene for me is obviously, as he always does, John Williams just contributes to this scene with his impact. And I don't actually know if this is the case or not, but this has to be one of the few times, if not the only times, that the more traditional Star Wars hero theme is played with Anakin.
Right. The bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's playing, and it's building up this emotion as he walks away. So there's all these different kind of storylines kind of converging here of the romance with Padme, his maternal searching for Shmi. Is that how you say his mother's name?
Shmi? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. This young moldable Jedi with like such a bright future. And what it's all tainted by is that that his tragic fall is imminent. Like just where this is going. And he there's just this roller coaster that's going up, and eventually it's going to come crashing down. And it just highlights the tragedy, and it's all encompassed in one scene.
Yeah.
And obviously then it turns into Duel of the Fates montage, which is just amazing. So just if you don't like it, you can shut up.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about the Duel of Fates.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that scene for me, I literally paused the DVD and rewound it and watched it a second time.
That scene's amazing. Yes. That whole, again, there's so many great moments. Like the scene when he gets to the Lars moisture farm and you realize that you're looking at a young Owen and Beru.
Yes.
And that's amazing. And then
it is.
And then you realize that you're seeing a lot, like you're seeing the kitchen table that they're sitting at. You're seeing a lot of shots that you've already seen.
Right.
Anakin is sitting in the chair that Luke sits in and says, but I'm going to go to Tashi Station to pick up some power convert. Like, it's all very, and Cleve Lars is sitting where Owen sits and says, well, I really need you to stay on for one more season. And
yes.
And then Anakin's tinkering away in the same shop that Luke tinkers away in.
Yes.
And to me it's amazing. Like there's so much great symmetry in that.
Yes. And I love or hate Hayden Christensen, love or hate Natalie Portman. I think you're overlooking so much magic in the Star Wars Skywalker series if you're overlooking these scenes. Like you're hitting the nail on the head. Like these are, I'm just going to call them like magical scenes because they're revisiting scenes from, you know, movies of the past and just showing it from a different vantage point, and obviously different characters, different characters.
The fact that they're drinking blue milk.
Yes. And if you just say, no, the prequels are crap, I hate them, the romance sucks, like, you're just throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Like, just look past it and appreciate it. Like, these are cool scenes for the reasons you've just outlined. Like, yeah. Anyway.
So, an interesting thing with that scene, it didn't occur to me that every time I watch these movies, I find something else that I hadn't thought of, hadn't considered.
Sure.
Because of a memory wipe.
Right.
That will happen at the end of the next film.
Sure.
C-3PO, when he arrives, when he is sold to Owen Lars.
Yep.
Has no clue that he has spent 5 years, 6 years already living and working on this moisture farm.
Right. Yeah. There's something funny to be said about that, right?
Like, it raises two questions. One, I feel like is easily explained away.
Okay.
One, maybe not so much, but also maybe. So the one that I was like, okay, well, hang on. The person I was watching the movie with said, well, wouldn't Owen recognize C-3PO? Like, you know, they were together for like 5 or 6, 7 years working on this moisture farm. Wouldn't he recognize the droid?
But he's not wearing the same color.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's easily explained away for a couple of reasons.
Sure.
One, he's got different coverings on by the time.
Exactly.
By the time episode 4 comes around. 2, you have to remember that by the time, you know, a droid is a droid, and the only thing, once the coverings have changed, the only thing to really distinguish the two is, you know, C-3PO is 4 letters and numbers.
Yeah.
And it's been, like, by the time Owen Lars buys R2-D2 and C-3PO from the Jawas, it's been like 25 years.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time.
Yeah. So
furthermore, Owen, his only interaction with C-3PO in episode 4 is buying him. Is saying, do you speak Pachi?
Yep.
And he says, well, sir, I'm programmed in over 12 million different... And he goes, okay, shut up.
Literally.
And
okay, shut up.
And that's it. I would have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure that he ever even identifies himself as C-3PO.
Yeah.
To Owen.
Yeah, no,
right?
Yeah,
so, I mean, so that explains that away. The one question that I have is R2-D2 would know.
That is a true fact, because he wasn't wiped, was he?
R2-D2 is always in the know.
Yeah.
However, again, R2-D2 has always R2-D2 at this point is on a mission. He has a message from Leia Organa that he needs to get to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, he's not there for a meet and greet.
He's not there to reminisce. He's not there to do this. And so I just don't know that, hey, by the way, you used to live here. Like, that maybe causes more... it maybe causes more frustration than is worth.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's debatable. I mean, I'm on the fence with you. Like, I kind of agree that maybe it wouldn't be good to bring up. But on the other side, like, they were walking in the desert nomadically for God knows how long. Yeah. At some point, you got to say, hey, little mind blower here. You were here with Darth Vader before he was Darth Vader.
But I mean, in this whole scenario, R2D2 is like throughout this whole mission in A New Hope, R2D2 is keeping C-3PO on a need to know basis.
Yeah, fair.
Right? Yeah. He's kind of, he doesn't really, it seems like C-3PO doesn't really have the necessary security clearance for a lot of R2D2's information, right? So, I don't know. Yeah. But something interesting to
think about.
To extrapolate from that. Yeah, for sure. What's with she's a Jedi. There are different types of Jedi. There are like Jedi sentinels that have like yellow lightsabers and they defend the temple, and then there's like Jedi historian type like guardians, and there's Jedi knights, and there's Jedi, like all these different factions.
Yep.
So the librarian is a Jedi.
Sure, I guess.
And what the hell is her problem?
No kidding.
If a planet does not show up in our index, then it simply does not exist. And then walks away. Like, she's so snooty.
I didn't actually pay attention, but in the credits, is her character name like Intolerant Old Woman? Like, what is, like, yeah.
She just,
like, I don't think, there's nothing defendable about that.
No, it's just a really bizarre, it's a bizarre moment that she, I guess sees Obi-Wan as kind of this young renegade type,
I guess,
disrespectful youth kind of compared to her. Yeah.
Listen here, kid. When I was your age, I just listened to what the librarian said and I shut up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give it a try.
So we dive into some more politics in this one.
We do.
But you know what? People give these movies a hard time for the politics. I think it's a really clever, mysterious part of these stories. Right? As you watch where Palpatine manipulates Jar Jar into proposing emergency powers to Palpatine.
And I want to say a little footnote here, because I know Carl Eastman will be listening, and I'm sure we'll have a discussion about the whole Jar Jar thing at some point. And in that, I just want to make it clear, in the scene where he was duped into giving emergency powers to the Chancellor, there were 2 Jedi Knights present for this conversation in Mace Windu and Master Yoda. So everyone that's pinning it on Jar Jar, saying what an airhead, oh, he's worse than Chewie, oh, he's like the plague, just remember that the 2 brightest shining stars of your Jedi Order were literally sitting there, listened to this, and said, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, well, I mean, and it's really throughout the whole film, the Jedi are they are unapologetically cautious of politicians. That's been said a couple of times, but it is true that, at one point the Dark Lord of the Sith is in charge of the Senate.
Yeah.
And they can't sense it.
No.
And a clone army has been built. Yes. And they can't sense it. And Mace Windu says to Yoda at one point, do you think it's time to inform the Senate that our ability to use the Force is diminished? And Yoda says, well, no, because,
What at this point?
He basically says the Sith are the only ones that know of our weakness right now, and the more informed the Senate becomes, our adversaries will multiply.
Exactly.
So let's pretend like we are still all that.
But sorry, I cut you off. Continue. You were talking about the politics in this movie.
I just think the politics are so clever. The fact that he, the fact that he does that, the fact that, you can't ignore that. So you have 2 different factions here. You have the Republic.
Yep.
Which are governed by the Senate,
Sure.
which are overseen by the Chancellor,
Yes. Yep.
Palpatine, who now has emergency powers in order
Yes.
to order the creation of an army for the Republic.
Yep.
Little known to the public that
Mhm.
that's already been done.
Right.
Then you have the Separatists,
Yep.
who are overseen by Count Dooku,
Yeah, he's kind of corralling them.
a former Jedi turned Separatist leader,
Mhm.
who
Yeah.
is in cahoots with the Trade Federation, and using their droidage abilities.
Right.
Are also in cahoots with a Mandalorian bounty hunter named Jango Fett.
Right.
Are also
It's like the days of our lives.
are also in cahoots with Darth Sidious. the
Yes.
Sith.
Yep. Yep.
And so what's interesting though is so when Obi-Wan gets to Kamino and he's questioning the aliens there about this army, Obi-Wan is informed that the army was ordered by Master Sifo-Dyas,
Yes. Yep.
who we soon find out had died a couple of years before the order was placed for the army. So someone has ordered these clones
Yep.
under a false name.
Yes.
We then find out when he's having a conversation with Jango Fett
Mhm.
that Jango Fett wasn't recruited by anyone named Master Sifo-Dyas. He's never heard of Master Sifo-Dyas. He was recruited by a man named Tyrannus on a moon of such and such.
Yep.
Then we find out at the end of the film that Tyrannus, or Darth Tyrannus, is Count Dooku's Sith name.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's fair to assume that either Count Dooku, who is Lord Sidious's new apprentice following the supposed demise of Darth Maul. If you know, if you've watched the Clone Wars, or Darth Maul survived that drop.
Survived. Yeah.
And he's got mechanical legs now, and he's prevalent throughout the Clone Wars.
Better than ever. Better than ever.
Yeah, shows up in Solo, actually. And
seriously?
Yeah. Have you not seen Solo?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god! What do you?
I might check it out for that reason alone.
You're gonna have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small cameo, but it's good.
Okay.
Have you watched the Clone Wars series?
No.
Yeah. So get on that as well.
Okay.
Hop to it. But so we discover that either Count Dooku or Palpatine are the ones that ordered the clones under the fake name of Sifo-Dyas.
Or Sifo-Dyas. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Count Dooku for sure is the one that recruited Jango Fett as the cloning subject.
For sure. Yep.
So politically, you have a war now, the Clone Wars, where Palpatine is in charge of and overseeing both sides.
Right. Yeah.
Both sides.
Yes.
Which is genius. Because he keeps this war going for several years.
Yes.
And depletes the galaxy of resources and gets them weak and kills off a lot of civilizations, essentially. Kills off a lot of economy, gets
spreads
things
out
really
the Jedi,
desperate.
spreads them thin.
Yep, stays because it's a time of war and emergency powers and all of this stuff. Stays in office well past his term.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just watching the politics. As a kid, didn't get it.
Oh,
still,
for sure.
Still enjoyed the movies because it didn't matter. It was Star Wars. And there was the odd scene sprinkled in that was just a bunch of adult talk.
Talking.
But whatever.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I enjoy the heck out of these political scenes. I think it's really fascinating.
I'll agree with you. I don't enjoy it as much, and I'm talking from an adult lens, because as a kid I was in the same boat, like Snorefest. I'm thinking about the next lightsaber battle during the political scenes. I think I like the political aspect to Attack of the Clones, because you're alluding to it. It's just on such a bigger scale, macro level of like Palpatine influencing and playing a puppet on both sides. I think just I get not lost, but just a little bored in the Phantom, even as an adult, just because it's the nitty gritty Senate scenes of like, we're debating something and let's bring something to motion and let's do that. I like Attack of the Clones, that it's so important and critical to the plot. And I'm not saying it's not in Phantom Menace. It's just so, it's a little bit different, and I can handle it a bit more in Attack of the Clones.
Because I mean, in Phantom Menace, the whole big thing is, you know, each one of these films, Palpatine's got a main goal,
right?
Politically,
yeah,
right. So in Phantom Menace, his goal was get Chancellor Valorum out through a vote of no confidence.
Yep.
And get elected as Chancellor himself.
Right.
In this one, it's start a war and gain emergency powers in order to start the war, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then in the next one, it's take the war and people's desperation for a solution.
Oh yeah.
And propose a safe, secure galactic empire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
it's a chess move that you see progressively.
I mean, we'll get to that, but it blows my mind and boggles me that you know, when you were watching the original Star Wars movies in the 70s and 80s when those came out, not that that's when we were watching them, but whatever.
No. Well, yeah.
You would never have fathomed that people voted for this.
Right. Yeah.
People agreed. This was not imposed on anybody.
No.
You know, so that's interesting.
But I think, and I've, like, it's George Lucas probably has admitted to this. I'm not a huge George Lucas. I don't know everything he's ever said, but like all this is based on there's historical ties to all of this, and there's
the Nazi regime and
the Roman Empire, of just inching your way of, you know, you, like you said, progressively he's taking one step further, one step further, one step further, one step further, and the public either actively voting him in or not opposing it because they're in need of something, or in need of rescuing, or just in some dire situation that he is, like, in other, like, no other words, but just like a savior to the problem. And I think you're right. It is kind of genius how Lucas has kind of relied on this as part of the key point of how the Empire came about.
Which is why, from a plot standpoint, Star Wars has always worked, because it's so damn believable. Because you know, people go, well, would this happen? Well, the answer is it kind of has happened.
It kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
like there's an ounce. It's based on truth.
Yeah. Talk to me about the romantic portion of this film, Pete, and your take on that.
So, yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
No, me neither.
I look past it. There's some flaws to it. I will just say these flaws. Like, obviously, as a kid, it all went over my head, and I was just, this is boring as a kid. But as an adult, Anakin does give a bit of a creepo vibe at times, just with his looks or the advances that he chooses or his lines. Like, even when he gets upset that he's like, yeah, Padme won't let me watch her sleep. I don't know why. Like, what a buzzkill.
Like, right. But in that moment, even Obi-Wan says, what is she thinking?
Fair.
You know, yes, it's justifiable that she doesn't want you watching her sleep. However, there's bigger fish to fry here.
Right. But even just like some of his advances and whatnot are a little forced. The one thing, and I'm not going to promote this scene, everyone rips on it, the I don't like sand. It's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, it gets everywhere. But I mean, just for all you people that say the prequels are CGI heavy, look where that scene is taking place in Lake Como, Italy. Like, it is amazingly breathtaking. Just please just chill for a minute and just look past whatever flaws you perceive there to be in this romance story and just appreciate it for what it is in the story and what's happening around. Like,
I watched a bunch of the bonus features last night.
Cool.
I've got like a Blu-ray set that's got all like 2 or 3 discs dedicated just to bonus features.
I've got a reel of film. And,
the original, the ones that Lucas won't release, you've got them.
That's right.
Yeah. And less of these movies are CGI than you think they are. Yeah. Some of them are enhanced with CGI, but there's still a lot of miniatures that happen here.
Yes.
And practical effects. Now, I defend all of the romance in these films, in this movie.
Sure. Yeah.
And here's the reason. Let's look at Padme first.
Sure.
Let's exclude, because I'll get to it, but let's exclude the scene where Padme confesses her love for Anakin.
Before their death.
Before their death. And let's just look at everything leading up to that.
Sure.
Her stance makes perfect sense.
It absolutely does.
She's attracted to him.
Yep.
She kisses him, but then goes, this doesn't make sense. We can't do this.
Yeah. We have responsibilities.
I'm a senator. You're a Jedi. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
But is still still flirts with him because emotion is stronger than logic.
Yes.
Right? So her standpoint makes total sense, and her approach is 100% believable.
Yeah.
Anakin, who you need to approach this in a couple of different ways, I think. Number one, Anakin is a teenager.
Yes.
He's 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. Which I just want as a footnote, like the fact whoever signed off on this, like whether it was Master Yoda, like I know it was Chancellor Palpatine's idea, but whoever stamped the approval of sending this young adolescent who obviously is attracted to Padme.
It wasn't Palpatine at all. It was Mace Windu and Yoda.
Yeah,
because they send Obi-Wan. They send Obi-Wan to look into.
Right. Yeah.
Something.
Genos,
to look into the assassination.
To the clones. That's right. Sorry, I'm confusing because it was
to
Palpatine who said
on the lead of the assassinations.
Right. It was Palpatine who said that they're in town. You should go see them, and then eventually they split them up. Yeah. But my point is, who signed off on this? Assign some elderly platonic alien to be with her one-on-one, not just some little teenager who obviously has like this huge crush on her.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like Obi-Wan knew, and Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan for the mentor of a Padawan who's not supposed to get romantically entangled is incredibly chill about it, right?
Like actually,
he gets it.
I guess. But sorry, I interrupted you. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Totally. But so anyways, he's a teenager.
Sure.
He is a teenager who, I mean, think back to, one of your high school relationships.
Sure.
Now look at it through the eyes of an adult, through the same lens that, whiny little crybaby adults are looking at Anakin.
Sure.
You were totally irrational and over the top and romantically hopeless.
Sure.
As a teenager.
Oh, for sure.
You just were.
Yep.
You were something plucked right out of a Shakespeare play.
Yep.
So
you can't fault him. No.
Right. So take that. Yeah. And take the fact that while he is human, he's a human that was conceived by the Force.
Yep.
And so potentially he's got, I mean, he didn't have a father figure as a, you know, like he's prime for some issues.
Yeah.
He's primed to not deal with emotions in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Pile on
as shown in the sand people see.
Yeah. Pile on top of it the fact that he's got the highest midichlorian count of any living being. He's the most, he has the potential to be the strongest and most in tune with the force of any living creature.
Ever. Yeah.
And although we don't talk about it a lot, nobody really talks about it, he knows it. He knows how powerful he is.
Oh, yeah, he's not dumb. He knows. Yeah.
And so if this were any other movie, if those circumstances that we just talked about weren't in place, then yeah, what a weird, ridiculous bullshit romance.
Right.
But take all that into consideration, I totally buy it.
Yeah, I don't have any...
Every line of his, I go, you know what? Yeah, that's... Yeah. It's over the top and it's dramatic, but he's a teenager, and that's the way it is as a teenager. I was.
Sure.
And, you know, like it just kind of works.
I couldn't agree more. Like maybe there's some holes here and there, but the underlying premise of this romance, absolutely agree. Yeah.
And then at first, initially, I took a little bit of issue with Padme's all of a sudden, like she got into some of the Shakespearean kind of like, you know, I'm aching for you kind of, you know, like, and all of a sudden, you know, and you can argue like, wow, where the hell did this come from? You crazy. But then you think about it and you go, they're about to get executed.
Oh, for sure.
What do you have
to lose?
They have no plan of escape.
Yep.
They have no notion of coming out of this alive.
For sure.
And so, I mean...
What's the point?
Why not?
Yeah. Might as well just be sincere and just say,
broke.
hey, yeah, we have feelings for each other. Like, why deny it at this point?
Yeah. So you know what? I buy it. I buy everything. Even the, you know, I hate sand. It's dry and it's coarse and it gets everywhere. It's
a valid point.
It's a teenager relationship. Like she's a little older. She's probably like 24 at this point.
Sure.
But he's like 18.
Yeah.
And so those are just the lines. That's the shitty little awkward small talk crap that you do.
Brady, I'm not even going to take that argument from you. He's half his life he spent on a desert island, or not a desert island, on a desert planet that was so out of the solar system that anything that the Republican credits were just crap on a stick that they didn't care about. So it's the backwoods of nowhere.
Which is another interesting point. Name one single Star Wars planet that has more than one biome.
Oh.
No. If it's desert, it's the whole damn planet. If it's snow, it's the whole planet. If it's forest, it's the whole planet. Even the city. True. Well, there's a city on this planet. No, sir. Yeah. The planet is a city.
That's true. But my point is, he spent half the life on this planet that was just the backwoods nothing. I'm going to argue that there's a deeper emotional exposure that he's saying with this. Because he's hanging out, he's chilling with former royalty and a pretty high-up politician. Like, his inadequacies around her are maybe coming out saying, I'm just saying there's maybe, it's not as crappy and slapstick as I'm saying there's an argument to it, that it's not just face value.
And not just has half of that life been spent on a desolate desert planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of his memories, everything that he associates with being on that desert planet is as a slave. They're not good memories.
No.
He's got every reason to hate anything that reminds him of Tatooine.
Yeah. So all this is kind of spewing out. Like, I think there's a deeper emotional going on here of him talking about just this sand than
the pain of him being separated from his mother. Yes. Like, any thoughts of Tatooine where he first met his mother?
where he first met Padme. I like
Yeah.
the mother angle a bit better because that's on his conscience at that point because of his dream. So, but yeah, I think you can extrapolate more from that than people give credit for. That's
sure.
all I want to say.
So, I said there were some scenes that some comedic moments where I go, I just don't know if that works.
You're not sold?
But at the same time, I wouldn't remove them because they're fun.
Sure. Okay.
And there's scenes that happen on Geonosis.
Okay.
They're not even scenes. They're lines. They're circumstances and they're lines. And
sure.
And what it is for me that I go, okay, there's some issues here, is when C-3PO gets his head and body mixed up with a battle droid. First of all, we're assuming, we're expected to believe a extreme amount of compatibility between the head of like that like three little quick welds and he's connected.
Have you ever tried plugging an iPhone into an Android charger or vice versa? Like that alone, you have a headache.
Doesn't work.
Good point.
But everything, and then he's got there's two lines. One is I'm when R2D2 pulls his head off and drags it, and he goes, and C-3PO goes, "Oh, this is such a drag," and then pulls the head up and puts it beside the body, and C-3PO goes,
"Yeah,
I'm totally beside myself."
That's the home run for me.
And I'm like, but it's but I still laugh. I snicker when that happens.
Yes.
So you know what? I'm like, this is a logic problem for me because A, his head wouldn't just go on there like that, and B,
not at all.
That's not like it seems too comedic for C3.
Sure.
But I still laugh. So it
sure.
still wins, and I would I wouldn't take it out. Something else at this movie, attention all haters. This is the first time that we see, like, R2-D2's got, like, jets. And that moment, like, there's so many moments. I wish I could go back and experience this movie again for the first time.
For sure.
Same with Phantom Menace.
And really, the first time we see Mace Windu in action, like, a lot of firsts and just revolutionary kind of moments for our heroes.
So many firsts. So many moments. A purple lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like so many moments in this movie and Phantom Menace, but in this movie that
more so this one.
From a previous understanding of Star Wars perspective, you go, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like this is
Brady,
all
you know what this
new and crazy and shiny and it's just so different.
I'm learning what I'm going to learn. It's important for us to learn as we go on in life, and I'm just going to drop some knowledge on you here. I'm a little annoyed with the people that just don't appreciate the prequels at all. I'm not saying they need to enjoy them or they need to make them their favorite Star Wars movies. I'm just saying enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
It's still Star Wars. It's a fun time. I'm going to use that advice on myself. The last Star Wars movie that came out, Episode 8, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm not getting it tattooed on my bicep. But even if Episode 9 coming out in a few weeks is what I deem as just as bad as Episode 8, I'm still going to enjoy it. Like, what a time to be alive where we can see another Star Wars Skywalker saga in theaters. Like, no matter what happens, I'm pumped.
Yeah,
like,
I honestly, I say all Star Wars is good Star Wars.
Yes,
like at the end of the day, it can be not what I was expecting, not what I was hoping for, not the way I would have wanted it to happen.
Which has happened, but still.
But
it's still Star Wars.
It's Star Wars. Yeah. It's still so incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, and as again, fans, like this being my first movie that I saw in the theater. This was the first time. First Star Wars movie that I'd seen in the theater.
Okay, yeah.
This was the first time that I still get chills every time this has happened since.
Yeah.
But it was the first time that sitting in a theater seat I saw the words a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
And then a second later, that theme music started, and the big yellow letters sprawled across the screen, and I get chills.
Yes.
I do. And I guarantee you, whether it is a combination of Carrie Fisher or the fact that it will be the last Skywalker film, or you know, or something that they do with the plot.
Sure.
I'm you know, over under 90%. I'm going above 90% that I will get choked up. I will tear up during Rise of Skywalker, even if it's not like, oh well, you know, that part in the movie. Like I may do it just during the beginning of it.
Sure. Yeah.
Because
during the opening credits.
It's so Thank you for dropping that knowledge on me.
Hey.
While you're dropping things, do you want to drop some trivia on me?
Oh, Brady, I've been looking forward to these questions. I'm hoping. I think we'll have some fun with them. Okay. Might be some controversy. We'll see.
That'll be refreshing. Fun trivia. Look at that.
Burn. I'm quite beside myself.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is a bit of a easy one. You should have seen it coming, and so should our audience. But
so it is. Wait, can I just answer without you asking?
No, just in case we've got a new person to the show, they need to know what the question is.
All right.
Who uses the term "I have a bad feeling about this"?
Anakin, in the Colosseum at Geonosis, as the monsters are being revealed.
You got it. Anakin has a bad feeling about this,
which is also the only time he says that. So that's interesting.
Ooh,
that's Anakin's iconic Star Wars. I have a bad feeling about this moment.
There is actually, I'm not trying to one up you here. There's actually a scene in Empire Strikes Back where, so you know where Han Solo comes in and they're like, Darth Vader's like, I want to invite you to dinner. There's actually a cut scene where they deliver the fish tacos from a food truck.
Shut up.
And Darth Vader's like, oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of sketchy tacos. Okay, go on. Come on.
Number 2, here we go. True false, of the true false variety. Attack of the Clones was the top grossing film of 2002. True or false?
Ooh. 2002. I'm going to say, oh, God. I want to say yes because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it smells of trick question. I'm
going to say of tomfoolery.
I'm going to say false.
Okay. So you're correct. So I'll give you the 2 for 2. Can you guess where it ranked? Just ballpark.
I'm going to say third.
Yeah. That's not a bad guess. Depends on if you're going North America or world, yeah. But for North America, the first and second were Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yeah,
so they both placed ahead.
I assumed Two Towers was...
Yeah.
If something edged it out, I thought it was Two Towers.
And I can live with that. That's more than fair. Okay, you're doing well. 2 for 2. That's good. I'm actually really proud. Number 3.
Thanks, Dad.
Number 3, true or false again. This was the last Star Wars film to be released on VHS. True or false?
See, now, okay, define this question because I got tripped up on this before.
That is true, yeah.
So, like at time of release or to ever come out on VHS?
It would be at time of release because it wouldn't have been like the 10-year anniversary or anything.
Okay. I'm going to say...
To be fair, I did trip you out because the other one, it was the DVD came out like a year later or something. Right. So that was a little fishy.
Yeah. So I'm going to say true. And I know that this one was on VHS because my grandmother had it on VHS.
Nice. Way to go, Brady's grandma.
Yeah.
She knows where it's at.
And so, that's my guess. True.
You're saying true. So that is correct. So you're 3 for 3.
Nice.
Of note, I do want to say, this was the first DVD I ever owned.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
It has a special place on my shelf.
I didn't own this ever physically until about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, for one of those, but like the big package.
I bought a box. Yeah, I bought the box set.
Fair. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brady, I've got the last question here. Depending on where it goes, it could get controversial. Okay. I want an appendage lost count.
Oh,
how many appendages were lost?
I mean, are we getting into of main characters? Because
I'm just saying appendages lost.
Because I'm sure that on Geonosis, a bunch of Geonosins and battle droids lost appendages. Right? So like,
okay, fair. Okay, let me clarify. I'm not including like winged Geonosians or droids, either like main characters that had more than like 3 seconds of screen time or a line.
I'm gonna say
that's good.
2, 3. Assuming we're counting that as an appendage. 3. I'm gonna say 3.
3? Okay. So it won't be that controversial because either way you're wrong.
Wow.
But I had 4 or 5.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Sure, yeah.
So, okay. So we have Zam.
The bounty hunter in the bar.
Bounty hunter in the bar loses a hand.
That's 1.
Anakin loses an arm.
That's 2.
Jango Fett loses his head.
Which I must say in my household was very controversial because according to people I talked to, the head didn't count as an appendage. But Google said otherwise.
Isn't an appendage just something that like sticks out from your torso?
Yeah, protrudes from your body, which the head does. Yeah. So I'm counting the head as 3. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3.
Do you want me to pop the bubble here?
No, I want you to give me a second. I'm thinking through
the kids at home. They need a moment too.
Thinking through the movie here.
Mm-hmm.
And any time that there's like some sort of ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
4 or 5.
Yes.
4 or 5. 5. I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay.
So 4 would be. I'm assuming 4 is not including Jango Fett's head.
4 is no Jango. 5 is with Jango.
5 is with Jango. The other 2 being the 2 front arms of the praying mantis creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. I'd forgotten about that.
I'm gonna give you a 3 out of 4 because maybe a 3.5 out of 4 because you did get it, but it took you a while. So I'll give you 3.5 out of 4.
Right, that's fair.
That's respectable. I'm actually happy with that.
One other thing I want to add before we stray away from Star Wars is this is another Star Wars first for us.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
seeing the shot when it's panning around the Coliseum and we see dozens of lightsabers lighting up throughout the stands.
Oh, yes.
And just the scene with like 3-4 dozen Jedi.
Yes.
Just wailing lightsabers around.
Yes.
Just
because in episode 1 we talked about, isn't it cool to actually see this living order again? It was just legend in the original
and now
trilogy.
in this we're like,
yeah, you're seeing it in action. Like they're not just at the library like testing potions.
There's a bunch of these Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good point, Brady.
What do you scale of 1 to 10?
I give it an 8.3.
8.3. Wow. Yeah. That's high.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you give Phantom Menace?
I think it was actually about the same. It was either an 8 or an 8.3, I believe. So I gave them both good reviews. Totally worth the price of admission.
Yeah, 100%. I give it a 7.6.
Okay.
But it's still,
Yeah.
That's above. That's above 3/4 of the way there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing I just want to bring up.
Sure.
One thing I want to talk about in our bonus thing, so I'll save that till then. It's actually an interesting concept.
Sure. The Patreon exclusive show.
Yeah, yes, that should clarify. Right. The other thing, and it's more just a comment, and maybe I'm misreading the scene, but I just found it a little sexist, and maybe I'm just looking for things in the tea leaves here. At the beginning, where Padme says, "I think Count Dooku is behind my assassination." And I feel everyone's kind of patronizing, kind of like, "Oh, of course not. Like, he's a political idealist. It couldn't be him. He was once a Jedi. Oh, you're silly. You're a woman. Leave this to the male Jedi here." It just seemed a little demeaning.
I think
they basically came short of saying, "Oh, you're just silly."
Yeah. See, I do think that was the I do think that was the intended approach, but I don't think it was a sex thing. I think it was a Jedi versus politician.
Right. And maybe just the dark side has clouded it so much that they're just totally oblivious to what Palpatine's doing. Fair enough.
Can I point out that it doesn't matter because she was right?
Oh, heck yeah. Like, she was 100% right.
It was Dooku, so.
It totally was.
Yeah.
100%.
So my question is, what did you watch this week?
Oh, Mr. Brady. I watched a few things.
Okay.
Let me just get my list here. So,
can I say I don't fully remember what I recommended to you.
Oh, really? I was going to say, I thought you were going to say for the second week in a row you forgot what I recommended and you didn't watch it.
I watched that and I made up for the other one. But I don't remember what I recommended to you.
So I do. I
remember.
Oh, did you just remember or you were trolling?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Okay. So yeah, I watched the 1987 Roxanne movie with a friend of the show, Steve Martin.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah, I wish he was a friend of the show. It was okay. I like me some Steve Martin. It was just a fun, lighthearted 80s comedy.
Yeah, a goofy romantic comedy.
Sure. Yeah. No, I might watch it again, but I might not. But it wasn't. I didn't hate it.
Definitely watched it at the cottage.
Oh, I gave it a 5.5 out of 10. So if I paid money to rent it, if I rented it, I wouldn't have any qualms with that. Like, no problem at all. Can I ask you what is Steve Martin even known for? Like, I looked at his filmography and it was like, yeah, like that's kind of known, but there's not, to what I perceived, there was no like home run, like, oh yeah, he was in Star Wars or he was in Batman, and that's where he really made his mark.
Steve Martin's big things were he was on SNL.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You're gonna hate this, but a big, a sort of a hallmark of his career is The Jerk. And Three Amigos was up there.
True. Yeah, Three Amigos was pretty popular.
Stuff. Yeah, just kind of stuff like that. Obviously, in a more modern day, he sort of regained some popularity with Cheaper by the Dozen.
That's where I kind of came across him. Yeah, for sure. I watched the 2009 Triangle because we kind of briefly mentioned it last week.
Okay.
I mean, it was okay. It was actually better than I expected.
It's better than the other one.
The one I recommended was trash. This one was actually viewable, and it was actually, I was interested by it, and it was fascinating. I'll actually say that. It has Chris Hemsworth in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't even bother ranking that just because it was just something I watched. No. But my recommendation to you is actually a pretty recent movie with a couple actors, actually a few recognizable faces, but the main ones are Anne Hathaway and Matthew McConaughey. It's called Serenity. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay. The only thing I'm going to say, yeah, it's weird. It wasn't like an indie movie at all. Like, it came out in main screens across the country, but it was, I don't know if it just wasn't well received, but a lot of people haven't heard of it. But I want you to watch it, and I want you to keep one thing in mind. I just want you to pay attention and observe for moments in scenes that are fantastic, like almost comically fantastical, like just the way they're shot or what the camera's focusing on. And
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, to be honest, I was watching it just because I'm a Matthew McConaughey fan, and as the movie progressed, I'm like, actually, this movie is holding up, like it's decent. So give it a chance.
Okay,
that's Serenity is my recommendation to you.
All right,
Mr. Brady, what did you watch?
3 films.
Nice.
The first being The Proper Triangle.
Like the 2009? No.
2000. What was it, 1 or something?
Right.
Yeah.
And
you son of a bitch.
It is.
It's a terrible movie. It's so bad.
Can I just preface, the reason I made you watch this bad movie was not to be cruel. It's a movie that I had seen parts of as a kid, and I wasn't allowed to watch it all because it was scary. I went back recently, watched it all as an adult. I said, wow, this is flaming garbage, like a dumpster fire. I wanted you to watch it to pick like a couple critiques that were just awful that we could just roast together. That's where I was coming from.
And I did.
Cool.
Number 1 being the plot.
Okay.
Number 2 being the cast.
Hey, yeah, wow. There is one famous person in it.
There is. And number 3 being the production as a whole. Like, literally, there's no way for me to just pick and roast individual. Like, let me put it this way.
Sure.
Had it been back in like the Blockbuster, like nowadays we rent media.
Sure. Right, from machines.
Online. Yeah, whether
from
it's
machines,
Xbox or
sure.
whatever, and that's how
iTunes,
we rent. Yeah, that's how we Amazon. That's how we rent our stuff.
Exactly.
But back in the day, when I rented this, had I rented it from a physical person.
Sure.
When I returned it, I would have bypassed the non-social interaction bin that you can put it in. I would have slammed it down on the counter. To the person who really, it's not their fault. This is just some, minimum wage.
They're just punching the till. They didn't make the movie.
And I would say, have you any idea what kind of filth your store is peddling? It's bad. It's so bad. Yeah. I will never watch that again.
Okay, I want to just say 2 of my favorite things, and you might not even remember them. Maybe you've just psychologically blotted them out of your mind.
Sorry, which
Number
film?
1 from the 2001 Triangle.
No, I haven't seen that I can remember.
There's a scene where someone literally has a cut on their arm, and they say, we have to bandage your arm or it will get infected. And then they grabbed a rancid, dusty, old, bacteria-ridden napkin and wrapped their arm with it. Just, from a medical point of view, I couldn't let that go.
Did you expect any less?
Yeah, but there was literally a scene where the whole group was amassed together, and they were like, yeah, we should leave. Okay, maybe we should leave, blah, blah, blah. And obviously one person was against it. Literally, the actor who was against it started his line and said, if you want to go, that's... And then his audio literally just cut off.
Yeah.
Like, the scene didn't end. Like, it literally just cut off, and then they all started walking. Like, he didn't finish a sentence. Like, that's great, that's fine, that's the worst idea I've ever heard. Like, that's like, it literally just cut off mid-sentence, and no one in the production team even cared. Yeah. They didn't say, guys, our reputation is on the line here.
We need to reshoot this.
We need to dub over it. That's all that was needed, just a dub.
Yeah, but nobody cared.
Yeah, no one cared.
It's bad. It's bad.
Anyway,
I watched Sahara.
Oh yeah, cool.
And which is also not a blockbuster. However,
no,
having just come off of the triangle, I was at that point after, when you go from the triangle to Sahara, you start thinking Oscar, you start thinking greatest film you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Gasping, it's just so nice
inspired film,
breathe fresh air again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, Sahara, it's your fun
kind of action.
It's kind of a run-of-the-mill treasure hunting comedy action.
It's good.
It is what it is.
And it has Dwight from The Office in it for those Office fans out there. It does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Matthew McConaughey again.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah. Briefly.
Briefly. His shirt wasn't in that though.
True. Yeah. I think there were some wardrobe budget issues.
Mr. McConaughey here. We have enough to pay you, but we don't have enough to provide you a shirt for any scenes. So,
well, that's all right.
Hit the gym.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I will just not wear one then.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
The third film I watched and my recommendation to you.
And before you go on, can I say I literally look forward to it now, like the recommendations, because it's so fun to see where you're going to go. Like,
well, and not just that, but you end up watching a movie that you otherwise may not have ever watched.
That happens a lot. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
it's
so
cool.
Even when it's a bad film, it's a good experience.
For sure. You find out what you don't like. Yeah.
Yeah. To those of you that are just joining us, every week we tell each other what it is that we've watched. Mm-hmm. And we recommend one film from our list, under which if the other person has never seen that film, they are contractually obligated to watch before the next episode.
Correct.
So I watched a comedy.
Oh, cool.
An early 2000s comedy with Anne Hathaway.
What?
And
and
Steve Carell.
What?
And Alan Arkin. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, yes. I know where this is.
And Terrence Stamp.
I will absolutely watch this.
So the movie is Get Smart.
Yes.
And Get Smart, based off a TV show from the 60s, 70s. I've never watched the show.
Neither have I. I've heard of it.
This movie, from a premise, from a production value, has no right being as damn funny as it is. This movie is hilarious.
Right.
Specifically, the washroom on the airplane scene.
See, I've seen it, but not in 10 issues, so I don't remember any of it.
And pay specifically close attention to the airport or the airplane washroom scene.
Cool.
Just incredible.
Cool. Yeah.
Just top notch. Okay, well,
that about does it up, I think.
Just about does it, except for the fact that a shout out is in order.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah. And I'd like to shout out, I've got someone, if you've got...
thank gosh, I had not a clue.
So I'd like to give a shout out to a gentleman named Corey Bizot.
I know him. I've met him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't know him well, but nice, cool guy.
He's a stand-up guy.
He is.
He's a sit-down guy.
He's
a lay-down
kind of guy you want.
He's a lay-down, sprawled-out kind of guy.
He's a guy who goes to sleep at night.
You don't know him as well as I know him. But that's fine. That's fine. Whatever.
It shows.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're listening to this in the car, or on a bus, or in a box, or with a fox.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Goodbye,
Make
everyone.
sure you edit that part out.
No, there's no edit.